We are 2 days away from the start of the fourth test between India and England here at. Should I mention where am I? Because the MS Dhoni Pavilion kind of makes it very evident that we are here in Ranchi at the JSCA International Cricket Stadium, which is some distance away from the city. But both teams have arrived in time for this contest, and India did train. Shubman Gill was there for the pre-match press conference. -2, probably someone else will turn up tomorrow. But Shubman Gill was here. He was talking about his own form, how he has kind of made that shift for the number 3 position, which actually wasn't a shift because at the India A level and for Punjab in the domestic circuit, he has turned up at number 3. So it was more getting prepared about how to bat at number 3, and because as an opener he used to set the tone of the innings. But when it comes to batting at number 3, you react to situations, the way game is flowing, and kind of just look to dominate from there on. He was asked about Virat Kohli's absence, Jasprit Bumrah's absence. He did say that it affects any side, missing quality players like Jasprit Bumrah and Virat Kohli. But he said youngsters who have come up in their position have done a fairly decent job. And he mentioned Yashasvi Jaiswal. He mentioned Sarfaraz Khan, who scored a couple of 50s in both the innings of the last test at Rajkot. And he also put his weight behind Mohammed Siraj, who picked up 4 wickets in the last test, which India won in rather very convincing fashion. Now action moves to this test, and all eyes were on the pitch, which, as Oli Pope said, he came out for England in the press conference, and Oli Pope said it kind of looks a very unique kind of surface, very different kind of surface. He couldn't read much, but he said that there are some cracks which could be exploited as the game progresses, and it sort of wears a very flaky, platey kind of look. And there is some work done, outside the batters off stump for probably Ashwin to come into play, and then towards the other end for Jadeja to come into play. That was his assessment and reading of the surface. As always, Rahul Dravid was there near the 22 yards the moment he set foot at this facility, and after that it was business as usual at India commenced their net session. Yashasvi Jaiswal had a fairly smaller hit in comparison to the likes of Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma who were there batting, but Akashdeep looked very promising. He looked very sharp, he looked very quick. He was bowling with the new ball alongside Mukesh Kumar. Mohammed Siraj, after easing into his bowling rhythm, kind of did bowl full tilt, and Ravichandran Ashwin, as always, is looking to bowl start to stop. He got the session underway. Yashasvi Jaiswal did try to go after him, by stepping down the track, but that was it. Normalcy was restored after that, as Ashwin, who always likes a good contest for sure, was enjoying his contest with Jaiswal, who was looking to be positive against the spinners. So all eyes will be on what happens to India's bowling combination per se. There are options of Akashdeep and Mukesh Kumar available to them. Mukesh has been travelling with the side for a long time now. We all know what he can do with the ball. He's very accurate, gets the reverse swing into play, and in South Africa he showed that he's very accurate and can bowl at decent pace. But Akash is a tad quicker, and he has been very impressive for India A in the recent matches which he played against England Lions, and the selectors also kind of felt that he has that extra pace which could trouble batters. So four spinners could still be very far-fetched, because even when you play 3 spinners, there's that possibility of under-bowling 1 spinner. So looks like India will continue with 2 seamers and 3 spinners, but the big call is going to be who alongside Mohammed Siraj turns up to play day after tomorrow. Will India give another debut to Akashdeep? That remains to be seen, but for now they would want that Rajat Patidar, who could who's very much likely to kind of retain his spot in the playing 11 now that KL Rahul, again, a very curious kind of exclusion from the squad. He continues to be absent from the squad. What's happening with him, no one really knows. The BCCI press release didn't mention the exact nature, what injury is keeping him out, because we were told that he had pain in his quadricep after the Hyderabad test, but they said when the team was picked for the remaining 3 tests that he's 90% fit. But the suspense around his participation kind of continues, and let's see what happens. And as of now, the conditions are very good for cricket in Ranchi. There's gentle breeze blowing across the ground. The sun is playing hide and seek with the clouds, so conditions are very good. And from the England camp, I think the biggest takeaway from their net session was that Ben Stokes was bowling. He bowled in 3 sessions, if I'm not wrong, so we could well see how his body kind of pulls up tomorrow, how he reacts after bowling to the batter for the first time on the tour. He has been bowling like single wicket kind of thing, but he was bowling to a batter for the first time in this series. So let's see how his body reacts after doing what he did today. So you keep watching Cricket Next, because as I have been saying always, we'll bring you everything from ground zero, and we'll ensure you don't miss a beat, you don't miss a ball. Hit the bell icon, click on subscribe button, follow us across our social media handles, because we'll make sure that you don't miss a ball. Keep watching.